Piplup Community Day Classic is this weekend in Pokemon Go, and we're going to show you how to play this like a pro. We've got some very underrated bonuses we're going to take advantage of. Piplup's evolution line is actually very relevant in the game right now. This is Piplup Community Day Classic with Go With Us. First and foremost, let's get times and date out of the way. Guys, Piplup Community Day will be taking place this weekend on Sunday, the 4th of January from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, so a 3-hour time frame, which brings about our featured Community Day Classic Pokemon, Piplup. Piplup is a water-type Pokemon originally coming from the Sinnoh region in Generation 4. Piplup can evolve into Piplup using 25 candy, and finally into Empoleon using 100 candy. It's important to mention this right now. During this 3-hour time frame and up until 9 p.m. that night, you will be able to get the move Hydro Cannon on Empoleon, which is incredibly crucial, and we're going to show you why a little bit later in the video. Hydro Cannon is going to do 80 power in trainer battles, and in gyms and raids, it's going to do 90 power. Trust me, you can't forget to do this. The shiny rate on this day is going to be 1 in 25, so I would strongly suggest right now where you want to be playing is a city center, a university campus, anywhere downtown or somewhere where you know where there's a lot of Pokestops. There are going to be a lot of other trainers throwing down lure modules. All you really want to be doing on Comm Days is getting as many numbers as possible in your bag. So what you really want to try and do is have at least 300 to 500 space in your bag available so you can catch as many Pokemon so that you don't have to clear out your bag, because it does get annoying filling up your bag and then cleaning it out, filling up your bag and then cleaning it out again. All you really want to be doing is getting the numbers. The other main bonuses is that it's going to be quarter egg hatch distance, it's going to be 3-hour incenses, as well as 1-hour lure modules. Pokestop showcases will be available again, and remember to enter your XXL Piplups or Empoleons into these showcases, because you will be able to get premium rewards as well as contribute towards that platinum medal, which is to win 100 showcases. So whenever this pops up, you really want to try and take advantage of it. We can also get photobombed 5 times from Piplup, which can also be shiny. And just to touch on that lure module bonus again, it is going to only be lasting for 1 hour. However, from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. that night, if you pop a lure even after the event ends, Piplup will be drawn to that lure module at a pretty high rate, which is an incredible bonus, because if you miss the Comm Day and you can only play in the evening, this could be a good way to play some catch-up. When it comes to field research, there will be featured field research surrounding Piplup. The only task available here is going to be to catch 3 Piplup for the following rewards. You can get a Piplup encounter, and that 100% IV is going to be 460 CP, so screenshot that now if you want to remember. But you can also get 5 Great Balls, 5 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust. However, it doesn't end there. If you're looking for the special backgrounds on these Piplup field research encounters, there's only going to be 2 tasks which reward you a Piplup encounter with the special background. Those tasks are going to be catch 5 Pokemon while in a party, or the other one, which is a little bit more difficult, is to catch 50 Pokemon for that other Piplup encounter with a special background. Of course, these can be shiny as well at a 1 in 25 shiny rate, so if you did get the shiny with a special background, that would be incredibly rare. Great, main details are out of the way, but how good is Empoleon in Pokemon Go right now? Well, let's just start off as a raid attacker. Guys, Shadow Empoleon right now is currently the 10th best water type attacker in the entire game, of course with Hydro Cannon, and the regular is breaking into the top 25, sitting at the 24th spot, also with Hydro Cannon. If you're looking for a budget water type Pokemon and you're a new player and you're trying to build some water type teams, this is a great Pokemon to go after, simply because it does share that steel typing, which does make it a little bit more bulky, which means it's a pretty good raid attacking Pokemon to use. Unfortunately, in the steel type category, it doesn't perform that well, just simply because it only has the move Flash Cannon. So unfortunately, we're not really going to use this as a steel type, but we're definitely going to be using it as a water type. So as a raid attacker, a big thumbs up already. However, if you are a PvPer and you play the Go Battle League, trust me, you will not get another opportunity to get yourself better Empoleons, because let me just tell you, in the Great League right now, Empoleon in its regular form is currently in the 22nd spot as of recording this video, and its Shadow is in the 35th spot. We always want low attack, high defense, high stamina, because we really want to try and fill this Pokemon with a lot of bulk, because that's just the best way it operates in the game. The optimal IV set you want for the Great League is going to be a 0, 13, 15, but it's actually in the Ultra League where it performs incredibly well. Guys, the regular is currently in the 6th spot, which is outstanding, and the Shadow is in the 8th spot. The optimal IV set you want for the Ultra League is going to be a 1, 15, 14. Let me just tell you, because of the water and steel typing, it's brilliant. This is such a good Pokemon to use in the Go Battle League, just simply because of its pacing. Hydro Cannon in this format performs incredibly well. If you're looking for a PvP Pokemon and you're trying to add to your PvP list, this is a calm day you definitely want to play. In the Master League, unfortunately, it doesn't perform as well as the Great or Ultra League. It's currently ranked around the 250th spot, but its shadow is actually pretty strong in the 137th spot. So if you do have a good shadow that's a hundo or maybe close to, or if you do have a good shadow in the Great or Ultra League with the right stats, I would strongly recommend to set a reminder for the Precious Pals event, which we will be covering, but it's going to be on the 23rd to the 25th, where you will be able to remove frustration during this month. So it's coming right after the calm day. So based on all of that information, is Empoleon relevant? Absolutely, especially if you are a newer player or if you are an advanced player and you didn't really get a chance to get a good Empoleon for the Great League or as a raid attacker, a brilliant opportunity to do that. But how do the pros play these calm days? Well, first and foremost, they definitely focus on something like candy as well as XL candy. Because Piplup is going to be a water type Pokemon, you really want to be evolving a Mega Level 3 water type Pokemon, because it's going to give you an extra 25% chance at getting XL Candy for that Pokemon, which is not really huge for an Ultra League Empoleon, but for the Master League and as a raid attacker, if you want to get this thing to level 50, it is very, very important. And just to give you the breakdown very quickly, on this day, there isn't a 2x candy bonus. So every single Piplup you catch, you're going to be getting 3 candy. If you use a Pineapple Berry, you're going to be getting 6 candy. And if you do have a Mega Level 3 water type Pokemon at level 3, you're going to be getting 8 candy per catch. If you're trying to power up a Great League Empoleon, possibly even a Shadow as well as Ultra League and Master League and a raid attacker, you're going to need a lot of candy. Please do this. This is how the pros get a lot of candy. For tip number 2, normally we would focus on XP and Stardust, but on this type of day, I'm not going to focus on that at all because it's purely about getting the numbers. What you want to be doing as this event starts, make sure your Mega Level 3 water type Pokemon is evolved. Then I want you to throw in an Incense, which is going to last for 3 hours because of the bonus. Then what I want you to do, if you do have the Stardust and if you do have a Palkia with Spatial Rend, I want you guys to put this on because it's going to increase your spawn radius around your avatar, which means you will be able to see more spawns and possibly even a hundo if you're very lucky for your raid attacking teams. Tip number 3 actually has to do with the field research, and we're going to make this a quick one. What a lot of trainers don't realize is that every Pokestop actually has 2 sets of field research, and the only way to get the alternate one is to have a scan task already available on your research screen. So for example, let's say in a 3-hour time frame you spin a stop and the research is going to be awarding you those Pineapple Berries, but you don't really want that task. If you delete that task and then get a scan task on your research list and you spin that same Pokestop again after the 5-minute refresh rate, you will get the alternate research, which means you could get an encounter. And I believe I got my very first Shundo using this method on Yamask research day because I got the alternate research and it gave me that 420 Yamask, which was a Shundo. Guys, please use this, a very, very underrated tip and definitely a pro tip. Tip number 4 has to do with the bonus on this day that a lot of trainers turn their nose up and they go, yeah, I don't want to play it. Big mistake. I know I said I'm not really going to focus on XP and Stardust, but this particular tip is a huge Stardust hack. Guys, it is going to be quarter egg hatch distance. What I want you guys to be doing is to go into this day with 12 12-kilometer eggs. And let me just tell you why before we even get to the eggs. Because we're going to be going after 12-kilometer eggs, you're going to have to defeat 6 rocket grunts to get you 1 super rocket radar, which is going to equal 1 12-kilometer egg once you defeat the leader, which means you can chip away at that hero medal because to defeat 2,000 rocket grunts trying to get to level 80, this is a good opportunity to do that. And this is always ticking on in the background. More than that, if you do get some shadow Pokemon on your way to getting those 12-kilometer eggs that you can potentially purify, you can chip away at the purifier medal, which means you have to purify 1,000 shadow Pokemon, which in my opinion, especially if you don't have a lot of Stardust to burn, can be one of your more difficult platinum medals to go at. So this is another one you can chip away at. But if you use a super incubator, you're only going to have to walk 2 kilometers to hatch those 12-kilometer eggs. I would then strongly throw on a star piece because if you hatch these eggs on a star piece, 12-kilometer eggs have the biggest Stardust yield, which means we're talking 70 to 100,000 Stardust in one 12-kilometer egg batch, which is absolutely broken. And more than that, once those eggs have been cleared out, I would strongly recommend filling up all your egg slots with 7-kilometer eggs because the following Pokemon will be hatching from 7-kilometer eggs during the season, and some of them are very rare. For example, you can get Galarian Meowth, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Darumaka, Galarian Stunfisk, Galarian Corsola, Alolan Geodude, as well as Alolan Diglett. Something like Galarian Corsola is a very rare Pokemon, and a lot of people don't even have this in their decks. Last but not least, and this is going to be tip number 5, remember to trade Pokemon. We're still going to be in the middle of that New Year's event, which we have done a full breakdown for, and you guys are loving that video. We will leave it as the end screen, but remember, we can get 2 special trades per day, and with those Blacephalon with Mind Blown in raids right now, You can do 2 of these special trades per day to potentially get that lucky. But more importantly, if you are looking for the hundo Piplup, please trade with a best friend or an ultra friend, because it is going to get you even more chance at getting that hundo. This is how a lot of pros get hundos in the game. I'm telling you guys, they don't just sit for hours and hours doing raids. Some people do, but a lot of them, what they do is that they take advantage of these bonuses, and some trainers trade 100 Pokemon per day. That is how they increase their hundo collection limit. Please remember to trade your Pokemon. Here's that New Year's video we just referenced. Please look at it as the end screen. Love you guys so much. Please smash that like and subscribe button. 2026 is going to be a big year for this channel. Appreciate the support. We're growing by the day. Love you guys. Go with us. Enjoy Piplup Community Day, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.